We start our next page of notes with the multiplication property of equality, and that states that if A equals B, if we have that equation, then we can multiply both sides of the equation and it will still be equal. Then A times C equals B times C. And the division property of equality is similar. If A equals B, then we can divide both sides of the equation by the same thing, and we would have A divided by C equals B divided by C. And we are going to use those two properties to solve these next equations. We start out with number 11. 11x equals 60. We will divide both sides by 11. The equation will still be equal, and then we will be left with x equals 60 divided by 11, which is 5.45. Number 12, we have 46 equals negative 8y. Dividing both sides by negative 8. 46 divided by negative 8 is negative 5.75 equals y. 13 is a little bit different. This is p divided by 5 equals 10. This is divided by 5, so to undo that, we are going to multiply both sides of the equation by 5. When we do that, those 5's cancel each other out, so multiply by 5 and a divide by 5, and we are left with p equals 50. Number 14, we want to get rid of this 5/9 that's in front of the m. To get rid of that, we are going to multiply both sides of the equation by 9/5. And when you do that, these cancel out, the 9's cancel out, and the 5's cancel out. On the left side, you are left with m. 35 times 9 divided by 5 is 63. Number 15, we have 5/2 equals 4y over 3. To get rid of this 4/3, we are going to multiply by the reciprocal. And if we multiply both sides by 3/4, these cancel out, and you have y. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 5 is 8. You can leave it as 15/8. You could write it as 1 7/8, or if you would like to, you could change it to a decimal. Number 16 is negative 17 equals 6 over a. And what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to multiply both sides of the equation by a. And I'm doing this so that I don't have the a on the bottom of the fraction anymore. And if we do that, we have negative 17a equals 6. And now if we divide both sides by negative 17, you are left with a equals negative 6 over 17. You can write that as negative 6 over 17, negative 6/17. They are the same thing. And two-story problems. After taxes, Bill's take-home pay is 2/3 of his salary before taxes. Write and solve an equation to find Bill's salary before taxes for the pay period that resulted in $575 take-home pay. So 2/3 of his total salary, I'm going to call that T, equals $575. To get rid of 2/3, we are going to multiply both sides by 3 over 2. On the left side, everything cancels out and we're left with T. And on the right hand side, 575 times 3 divided by 2. You can multiply that on your calculator, and it's $862.50. Number 18, Chris puts a fourth of the money he earns from mowing lawns into a college fund. This year he added $258 to his college fund. Write and solve an equation to find how much money Chris earned mowing lawns this year. So you have a quarter of his total money, 1/4 M, equals $285. To get rid of this 1/4, you are going to multiply by the reciprocal, which is either 4 or 4/1. These all cancel nicely. And on your calculators, 285 times 4 is $1,140. So Chris made $1,140 mowing lawns this year.